detail work on the...
It's a ghost town, and people live there. It's a living ghost
That's
town.
surprising that the roof is still... Is the timbers are that thick.
I'm surprised it's still standing. Well, a lot of it isn't.
Yeah, well, it won't be for too much longer, I don't think.
So these were built in 1921, I believe. So this was for livestock. Oh, look, you can actually see an old trough.
Oh yeah,
water
feeding trough, water trough. All the old timbering and the old paint flecking off.
Yeah, so it's a total working farm, and the dairy, I believe, is over the other side.
This looks like the dairy room for sure.
Definitely the dairy.
Looks, reminds me of a
Ritter Island. I was just about to say the same. But this, so these were built in 1921, as I mentioned earlier, but this looks more modern than Ritter Island because of the way the feeding stations are. So obviously the food would go here, milk the cow, poop in there to make it easier to clean.
On both sides, because you also have these little electrical outlets here.
Now, I also read that the patients not only, did all of this work, but they would sell some of the produce to help maintain the hospital.
Oh, nice.
So I'm not 100% sure what this is. Roof's gone.
Yeah, the roof is just completely falling down in the middle. I do love how just the layers, how it appears
Layers
out.
of history.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Ooh.
Now, would this be for pasteurising the milk? Did they pasteurize milk back in those days?
I am not sure.
Or would this be kind of like an infirmary for any animals that
Well,
could
that's
possibly...
quite small for cattle. You won't be able to fit a bovine in there.
Don't know what it is then. Strange.
But it's cool. You've got the
Interesting.
big water boiler up here. You have the piping's gone now, but it would have all connected to this.
Oh,
The size of these rivets.
I wonder if it was something like for sterilisation, to sterilise things.
Possibly.
Huh, interesting.
Love the look of the place, though.
What's in here? Oh, nothing.
Huh. Oh, there's a door over on this side.
Oh! No trip would be complete without a trip to the loo. So that was grain store and carving,
Okay.
apparently. This place is massive.
It is. I like the detail work on the upper parts of the buildings, too. They make them all look the same. So this was the carving?
Yeah, have you seen the little top?
The little dormer that tracks the big wooden doors that you used to have on here.
Oh, looking up at the ceiling, the roof, it looks like they've had a fire in here.
Oh, big time. That's surprising that the roof is still, the timbers are that thick.
But they've, no, they've reinforced it, the Park Service.
Well, they've reinforced it, but it didn't burn all the way through or else the roof would be collapsed completely.
So obviously arson.
Yeah.
There's also a date here, Randy and Barb, October 1972.
Wow.
I wonder if they were patients or if they were staff, because this place didn't close down until 1976.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, didn't it shut down in the 70s?
Yeah, 76.
It's very unique. All the piping that's still
So
left
carving
around.
then.
Yeah. So this was the
The bull barn.
bull barn?
Apparently so. What do they do in a bull barn?
We're about to find out. Okay, so just stalls.
Well, perhaps they'd have to keep their bulls separate from the
Oh yeah, I'm
cows.
sure they would get aggressive, especially during
Ooh,
that season.
a ladder.
Guess this is so you don't get.
Oh, there's a feeding trough. Oh,
Sparred
there's
by
a
'em?
ladder the other side as well.
Yeah, a small ladder the other side, a little watering hole in the corner on this one.
And a feeding trough, and there's a doorway, so we didn't have to climb up the ladder at all.
Well, it looks more interesting climbing up. Yeah, this one's still got the feeding trough as well. Okay, so could fit 4 bulls in this one. And then what's
That's the other horse stable,
okay?
I believe. Have you seen the duck?
Wow.
Now, I wonder whether or not a patient did that, or whether or not that was a later addition. So
Well, it
these
was nicely done, so it might be an early piece of art compared to the rest.
So these were horse stables.
It's very thick lumber, and it has a
Horsey smell.
horsey, and it smells like WD-40.
And then I would guess hay up in the,
Hayloft, right?
possibly. Let's just pause this video for 1 sec. Did you know that 80% of you watching this haven't even subscribed yet? So hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and give the video a huge thumbs up. It's free. True story.
Load of the plants coming through the roof, the sunshine coming in. Beautiful structure.
I'm surprised it's still standing. Well, a lot of it isn't.
Yeah, well, it won't be for too much longer, I don't think. But I love the way that nature takes these places back over.
It goes on for miles, doesn't it? There's over 700 acres of farmland.
Oh, jeez.
That's not including the hospital.
I know, the best, we haven't even gotten to the best buildings yet.
Well, I have no idea what this one is.
Very well overgrown. This is,
Oh,
oh, that's just like that other thing we saw.
Ah.
The other hot water heater.
hot water heater. Could be. I don't know. But then, so you've got the steam thing. Well, let's go in and have a look.
Yeah.
So, furnace. I mean, would water have gone through the...
Yeah,
I
water
really don't
goes
know.
through these pipes and it's heated up through the fire that's underneath.
And then, what, maybe pumped into...
Into that tank, or if that's the tank that fed the water going
I
through.
wonder what it's for then. Oh, you've got a chimney there at the back. Huh. Oh, this is totally...
All right, can't go any further.
But look, you've got a double sink. Don't know what's in there. And there's another room through there.
Wow. So I wonder what this was. A lot of steel.
You've also got step ladders going up.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't go through to this side. Very strange. This is a pretty funky looking building.
Yeah. I'm wondering whether or not this is the sewage area. Because they
What?
did have their own sewage system in place, along with a reservoir, apparently.
Okay, well there is a lot of piping still running through here.
Oh, take a load of this.
What in the world?
Yeah, I reckon it's the sewage place. What's out here? Oh, that's not so good.
No.
Huh.
Okay. Nice lattice work. All right, what's next?
Do you think almost 1,500 people have been laid to rest here? No markers at all. Now, I don't know whether or not some of these little holes might be, because there seems to be a few square.
Yeah,
So nothing, not even a number.
no numbers, no indication that anything or anyone was ever here.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yep.
Now look, actually, there are markers. So those
Okay.
squares, some of them, so this one is patient number
318.
318. NN. I don't know what the NN stands for. So yeah, unfortunately, most of them have been covered up by the grass. So I
Right.
think they're being a line.
Well, there's another
here's
one
another
here.
one.
Yeah, there are several. Here's 314 MAD.
Here's 339. But the
315.
But the bizarre thing is, some of these are kind of upside down. They're all over the place. You can't even make out what the numbers are.
No, they're totally overgrown.
And as I said, they're not square. You know, they're not positioned squarely. Ah, how sad. Yeah, this was once the largest mentally ill facility in the whole state of Washington.
I know the things that happened in these places weren't so great, but the buildings are just so incredible to look at. The
Well, this was
building
built
techniques.
slightly differently. I mean, it was established in 1909, but it opened in 1912. But it was done as a self-sustaining and therapeutic colony for the mentally ill.
Okay.
And there was the 700 acres of farmland.
Yeah.
And they were taught to go out and man the fields, do the vegetable gardens, milk the cows, all part of the therapy.
Right.
So, in theory, this was actually initially a well thought out place.
Yeah, done to help the people out.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated with these places and want to get inside so bad because it just looks the way that they had built them. They had that charisma about
It
them.
had a maximum capacity of 2,700 and it reached that in the 1950s, and they were still pressured to take on even more people. And then, of
Right.
course, in the 1970s, government funding just stopped.
Right, like we always say, it's the same old story: overcrowding, underfunded, and it's
understaffed.
they always ended up badly, which is a shame. I'd love to get into this. You see down the hallway, on the right, the first room. Just see a little piece of a sink. It's in perfect condition. A little further down the hallway.
Well, unfortunately, too many people have spoilt it. Graffiti people, vandals smashing everything and painting.
Yeah.
And that's what messes it up for genuine explorers who respect places.
This is the reason we can't get into these places anymore. And how many buildings are there on this property?
Oh, I don't know how many buildings there are, lots. And some of them are still being used. They're now doing it as a drug rehabilitation centre and other things, so...
Okay.
This place is pretty amazing.
It's incredible.
But I'd love to have seen it back in the 1970s when they first closed it. Or even when they first built it, actually.
Yeah, but also when it's first closed, the opportunity to get through and see what everything was still like. Absolutely beautiful.
It's a shame they can't, repurpose these and use these buildings also for like the drug rehab or rehabilitation or even for classrooms.
Or tours. I would like a tour of the place.
Make some money to put back into the thing.
To keep it preserved.
You can see this used to be the kitchen. You got all the stainless steel. The camera do it? Maybe.
There we go. Yeah, got it.
And to the right, you've got the kitchen sink with the
Yep, just
faucet
got
and the taps.
And the electrical cables coming up from the floor, so there was some sort of an island around there. That juxtaposed with the peeling paint just looks incredible. I really love these old buildings.
So do I. It's a shame they can't be saved.
Yeah.
Or it's a shame they're not saved, because they can be.
They can be.
And the longer they leave it, the less chance there is of it happening.
Right, which is, like I say, it's a shame.
It's just destroying history. You need to learn from history. And, we can learn so much from these types of places, what to do and what not to do.
Right. And this one, with all the chain link, this looks more prison-like.
This also looks newer, though.
It does.
And it could be maybe housing the criminally insane, or people that are a bit more violent, maybe.
Perhaps. I like the old CCTV camera on there.
Oh, yeah. How funny. But yeah, so this is the old building, and then you've got all of this would be a lot newer.
Yeah, you can tell
Maybe
the difference in this. The beautiful
60s?
architecture here, and then this more
50s, 60s?
the brutal modernism look.
So there's a little bench just there. So it doesn't go anywhere. It looks like an internal garden. And with the amount of fencing, I would say maybe this was for patients, like an outdoor area for those who may be incarcerated. Just guessing. Look at all the blackberries.
Let's say what we can make.
Blackberry jam,
Blackberry pie,
blackberry and apple crumble,
blackberry ice cream, blackberry cheesecake.
blackberry pancakes.
Just eat blackberries and yogurt.
Yep. Do you like what we do? Want to see more adventures and behind-the-scenes footage? Why not join our Patreon? It helps support the channel. The link is in the description below. Thank you.